Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Gabriel. I'm currently in Marbella. I am living full time now. I've been living in Cavan, Ireland, like a small place in Ireland with a population of 10,000 people for like the past 21 years, right? And this is like the first time I've actually decided, you know what, I'm ready to actually move, right? So, one thing I really want to touch on today, right, was I was talking with a guy who was in a position similar to me, and he was talking about how to basically get away from the small town syndrome. And it really resonated with me, right? Like, I don't think this is a real thing, right? People talk about, hey, I'm in a small town. I don't know if it's possible for me. I don't know if I can make my own business. I don't think I can make money online because of my area. People are too negative around me. Me personally, my personality type, I don't think it really matters. I'm in a small town of 10,000 people doing online sales, remote sales, and people are like, what even is that? Why are you wasting your time? Right? People are giving me these negative like energy, but for me, it's like, I don't care. Your town shouldn't be the reason that you're unable to progress in your business, in your career. It just shouldn't be an excuse. One guy said he ultimately doesn't want to go back. He went to a trip, right, with his friend to like a place in Spain, and he said he was coming back now. And he didn't want to come back because of the negative energy that was around him. What you have to realize is, especially in business at the early stages, no one's going to believe you. You need to actually show them proof that you are serious. So a lot of times it comes down to taking that negative energy, just taking it, and then eventually showing them once you actually have positive momentum. Whenever I started this 2 years ago, I remember the first 6 months, I made a total of $0 online in remote sales, but for me, I didn't care because I knew the reason why I was doing this. My mom would scream at me, why have you dropped out of architecture to pursue this? You haven't made a single dollar. What are you doing with your life? Right? I have my dad cussing me out, family members cussing me out, my uncle, everybody just cussing me out. And I didn't care. For me, I saw the vision. I knew I'd be here. I knew I'd make money. I knew I would do it, even when it looked dark. Right? There was periods, and this is not something I like to touch on about, but at the early stages of my career in sales and in business, I hopped on 60 interviews in total, and I didn't land a single job, right? I remember there was this one offer I wanted, it was $1 million a month, just had everything I wanted, the right steps to really help me make a lot of money. So this was 6 months into my career, made nothing, and I finally found something. I was like, okay, I have to get this. This is my last chance, or else I'm really fucked, right? I saw the opportunity, and I actually got the interview. And I remember I had the interview, it was a group interview, and I just flopped, I just stuttered. It just didn't go well. And I remember thinking, what have I done, right? Like, what has just happened? I just lost this fantastic opportunity because I was too nervous. And I'm telling you this to show you how deep it can go, how bad it can go, where you go 6 months without making money, and you still come out on top. Where 2 years later, a year and a half later, I've been able to generate over 3 million in sales. I've been able to really take care of myself and really make a name for myself in the sales space, right? So stop using the town, the area that you're from as an excuse. What business is a self-reflection of yourself. How much you dedicate to it, how much hours you put in. I worked crazy amount of hours, to the point where I remember in my prime, like a year and a half ago, when I was making really, really, really good money working for a company. I think I generated over $1 million in 7 months. I was working from like 11 a.m. all the way to 12 p.m., 1 p.m. I was the only closer, no setters, no SDRs, just webinar to straight closing call. And it was with a guy that had 400K followers on Instagram. So lead gen was crazy. I was working my ass off, but I realized this is an opportunity of a lifetime. So what you need to realize is that this small town, this area, yeah, you don't need to be in it long term, but there's always going to be a sacrifice whenever you're breaking into sales business that you need to make, all right? So just be aware of it and don't use it as an excuse for you to stay in the same position. Just be aware that people are going to doubt you, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's what really gets you different from everyone else. That's what really moves the needle and allows you to take yourself to that next level when it comes to business, when it comes to pursuing your passions. And it shows you have that mental bandwidth. You shouldn't be able to only function when there's positive energy around you. You need to be able to function when there's negative energy around you. In business, it's not always going to be positives. There's going to be negatives. In months where you're not making any money, people are refunding, people are complaining. So if you could only function when things are positive, it's not going to look too good for you in business long term. Now I'm in a position where I have that mental bandwidth. I know I can go through the tough times on my own. I know every single step that I take is actually taking me closer to where I want to be. So now what it kind of looks like for me is just more networking, taking my sales career to that next level, doing more management stuff, and seeing who can I connect with, what partnerships can I start, what things can I actually develop for myself to really take myself to that next level. Super, super excited. Like, let me get some push-ups in, all right? Let me get some push-ups. Some start-ups as well. Shows. I was a kid who started this in a small town. Now I'm in a big city in Marbella, and the sky is the limit. But yeah, I'm just showing you this, recording this so that you guys can see the story, and I'm gonna be a lot more consistent when it comes to posting. So yeah, just let me know what you guys want to see. But yeah, I'm just gonna be very transparent, show my journey, show the ups and downs, and really show you what it takes to really make it in this game of business and sales. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys soon.